Welcome back to the Secret Underground Lair. So today I'm going to be doing box jointing the sides of the guitar case. So I have a box joint jig set up here on the table saw. I've got a dado set up to take out 1/2 inch. And I have glued or screwed actually the sides pieces together. So I've got the 2 side pieces here, I've got the 2 end pieces here, the 2 side pieces here. And the intention is that I'll just, as I finish up with the side, the side piece will get the end piece butting right in, so we'll match that join. So I'll set you up on the camera, we'll see how this goes. So there's the box joint put together, but as you can see, the cuts were not quite deep enough. I should have checked that part way through. And you could say, well, you could probably just fill or sand that off or something. That's possible, but the problem now is because I've cut the bottom, like this bottom piece to width and length, there's a bit of an overhang here and there's a bit of an overhang over here. So I'm going to go back and deepen each of these cuts just a little bit. So the little deeper cut, these tendons are now just slightly proud, which is what I would prefer. It also gives me a little bit extra here on the bottom, and the top will be the same. So that can get trimmed up with a flush trim router bit nicely. So that's the fit that I'm after. And we'll just glue it all together. So I have this corner glued together using my corner clamps. I only have 2 corner clamps, so I can only do 2 at a time, or one at a time rather. But you can see the bit of proudness on each tendon here, which is exactly what I want. Better proud than not proud, because it can be now sanded flush. Make a nice corner. So I'm going to let this glue set up and then tackle the other corners. It's quite a nasty knot in this piece. So I cut out a blank, marked it where I'm going to cut, and put that in there just to get rid of that knot. I don't have any epoxy that would fill that in. So we're just going to glue in a patch. That gives me the outline of what I need to sand to get this piece in. So I'm just going to use the benchtop sander and get this down to a closer fit. There we are. That's a reasonable fit. Not perfect, but reasonable. And a little bit of filler around the edge will be okay. So again, the purpose of this little patch is get rid of the knot, really anything. I'm not looking for any structural integrity. I just want to stop the bleeding of the knot. So I'll glue that in place. That patch has come out very clean. Good attachment all around the edge. Very pleased. Of course, the grain's a little off, but this is all going to be covered anyway, so I don't really care a lot about the grain. On our other side, again, it was a nice fit. Quite pleased with that patch. Now on our top piece, I have a large knot. So I'm looking to do the same treatment to get rid of this, and while I'm at it, I'll get rid of that as well. So you can see I've got a pencil mark all around. I'll probably take all of that out and cut a patch out of that piece of wood, make that fit in there. So that's next. And there is the patch applied. You can see we have it's seamless right along here. Seamless pretty much across here. A little bit of coloration in this area here. Other than that, it's a tight fit all the way around. So patch application successful, I think we could say there. Now on the other side, I did have a split occurring along this edge here. So I applied another patch just along this edge here. I'm just waiting for this glue to set up. It's nearly ready, so we can plane that off. Other than that, I'm happy with how that panel has turned out. So we used to have a lot of knots in there, but you can see they're mostly taken care of. So I'm now screwing the bottom to the sides, and this side has a little bit of a bow in it like this. So I'm putting in one screw, then you can see I have shifted the bottom that way so that I can get this screw into the right spot. Then I'll pull the top back, and that will get this screw aligned and pull this back into alignment. I have the same problem with the frame, like all the sides joined together, that they're not perfectly square. It's actually skewed a little bit like this, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of fiddling to pull that corner that way. So that's what I'm up to here. Alright, that squares up the box nicely. I'm going to finish up the screws on that side. I haven't put any glue down yet, so this all comes off. And we'll put some glue on and then reapply the bottom onto the sides. But I just wanted to get all the screw holes positioned properly before attempting to glue it down. Okay, that is the box complete. What I'll be doing next is trim the edge, round it over, and then cut off the lid. But first I'm going to have a bite of lunch. I have the hardware that I need, with the exception of the handle. I'll come to that in a second. I'm going to use these latches. I have 5 latches, but I'll probably use 3 of them to hold it closed. I have a couple hinges here. Use these silver hinges. And this handle, although I kind of like the mechanism being used, so it's a little bracket that sits on top of protrusions of the handle, and then you can pick up the handle. This handle is just not at all suited to this case, so I intend to make a beefier handle but I like the way this mechanism works, so I might employ that mechanism but make a different handle. So that's kind of where we are now. I need to work on the exterior of the case. I want to fill in these screw holes and a few other little holes that are left over, so I'm going to use some traditional wood filler for that. Do a sand and then coat the entire case with I'm thinking to do a vinyl or naugahyde kind of alligator skin type coating on this, or covering for it. Of course, there's a part of me that says, why don't you just stain it and leave it, expose the wood, but I'm not sure that I want to do that. So I'd certainly welcome your comments on that approach. But yeah, that's how we are for the moment. I like the way that it's come inside. I also have to work now on getting the foam contouring in here to cater for the body of the guitar. But first step, I think, is going to be coat the exterior, cover the exterior, and then mount the fastening hardware. Then I can work on the inside. So I am going to call that a video for today. Thank you very much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.